Do you find yourself with increasingly aches and pains, maybe a lesser range of motion from sitting in front of a computer? Maybe it's your back, your shoulders, maybe even your hips from that sedentary position, or also from walking around, just coming, getting from A to B, then this is for you. Hi, my name is Tina from PlayPauseBe, and today we are going to do a full body stretch. We are going to do a yin session, but we are going to do a yin cheat session today. So what does that mean? That basically means that usually for yin, we do a normal amount of 3 to 5 minutes in each pose, which is quite long, and it takes us quite a long time to get through like a full body stretch, right? So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do a cheat, but we're going to do it in a good way, in the sense that we are still going to keep all of the poses for the amount of time that our body, that is our muscles, our tendons, our joints, for them to release and increase flexibility or range of motion, if you will. So how long is that? That is a minimum amount of time of 1.5 minutes. Okay? So today we're gonna send some love to our feet that carry us through the day, our hips, our shoulders, our backs, our hamstrings. We're gonna cover it all. So, okay, without further ado, we're gonna get into the sequence. So I want you to come to a kneeling position, and we are going to start with a little toe squat. So this is great for your feet, okay? This one we're gonna only keep for 1 minute actually. So you can find your toe squat, flexing the toes, sitting on your heels. If this is too much, you can help yourself coming a little bit forward, or even lifting your knees a little bit. And then we're going to sit down. And feel how your feet are really opening up in the back. See, our feet, they carry us through the day, but we very rarely actually take time to give them some love. So it's very important to try to connect with our feet. Our hands and our feet are really full of nerves and full of connective points that we really want to get into and share some love with. Okay, we're going to lean slowly forward. We're going to come into an ankle stretch. We're going to lean forward, raise your feet, and then point them, and then sit back down. Maybe this is already enough for you. If it's not, we're gonna lean a little bit backwards. Okay. So in these poses, it's important that we're all different, so we wanna find a place where it gives us a stretch, but that we can also remain for a little bit of time, right? An important part of stretching is also our breath. So I want you to bring your focus to really inhaling through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth. And when you exhale through the mouth, try to make your exhales long and try to relax with every exhale. And we're going to come back forward. We're going to tuck our toes and we're going to come into a forward fold, okay? So coming into your forward fold. Keep your knees soft here, so we don't really bend them, because that would be like just a forward fold for relaxation. If that's what you need, then you can do that, but we want to also bring in a bit of a stretch. So having them almost
straight, but a little bit soft on the back side. Now you can place some blocks underneath your hands if you need to. Maybe take your ragdoll arms, grabbing opposite elbows. Whatever works best for you. Try to see where your weight is placed. Try to move a little bit forward and backward on your feet, and then try to find that balance that distributes the weight equally on your feet. We're going to stay here for a bit longer. Just use your time to settle in. This is a great one for walking around the day. We're getting a really nice stretch. Don't pull your upper body down, but just let it fall forward. Shifting your weight a little bit might also shift the way that the stretch feels. Keeping them a little bit soft, the knees. Especially, okay, we're going to start bending slightly, coming down. We're going to move into a lizard pose. So move your right foot forward, creating a 90-degree angle, extending the back, and then coming up and releasing down. Okay. You can stay up here, or you can choose to come further down. When we are pulling the knee to the side, we're opening this inside of our hip, right? That will also help us to squat better down to a full squat. But we're feeling this opening in our hip flexor. After a whole day of sitting at a desk, these are actually parts that need a bit of checking in, a bit of love and attention. We're going to move on to the other side next. So slowly coming back up, placing the knee down with the other one, taking the left foot forward, creating about a 90-degree, raising up and then sinking into it. Okay. You can choose here where you want to place your hands. If you want to lean on your thigh, not on your knee, but on your thigh. If you want to grab blocks, or if you just want to come forward. I'm going to do a little bit of a nice stretch. Okay. And lizard also, if you have sensitive knees, I would maybe recommend placing something as of a cushion underneath your extended leg. Can be a nice help. Try to release with every exhale. Let go and see if your body follows, sinking in a little deeper. Don't push, just let it happen naturally. Okay, we're going to slowly
come back, push ourselves backwards. We're gonna place the knees down and we're gonna come into puppy pose. So trying to keep a 90-degree angle with our legs and then moving forward, opening our chest. If this is too far, you can also always find something to place underneath here to help elevate. This is a great one for your spine, for your shoulders, for your upper back. Helping yourself slowly back, we're going to come into our thread the needle. So basically the same, but we're going to thread one arm under. So taking your right arm and then extending your left arm forward, or doing a bind. Release. Come slowly up. Maybe do a little bit of a movement here if you need it. And then we're going to come into the other side. So extending the left, threading the left arm out, keeping our legs in 90 degrees, extending the right arm forward. Or maybe if you want, bring it, the right arm towards your back, finding the left thigh for a bind, opening your shoulder.
Release your mind. Place your right hand slowly down, coming out. We're going to come to a seated. We're going to place bend one leg, then place the other one on top for our shoelace pose. And then you can lean slightly forward if that is available for you. So giving a nice, good stretch. My whole outer glute side of the right leg. And then again with every exhale, see if you can let your body sink into the pose just a little bit deeper without you engaging, without you pushing, but just letting gravity do it for you. With all your profound exhales, you're giving your muscles an opportunity to just let go a little bit more, and your body to sink a little bit deeper. We're going to come slowly out, so help yourself with your hands, release your legs, and then we're going to do the other side. So taking the right, bending under towards the left glute, wrapping the left over, having the knees aligned more or less, and then folding forward if that is available. If you're okay here, then you stay here. I forgot to say that this one can also be done half, right? Okay. Just folding forward like this. Using your breath, all of your exhales, intentionally to try and make your body relax and let go. Releasing the tension in the muscles, the activity. Okay. Gonna slowly come up, and we're gonna come into sleeping swan or pigeon, if you will. So we're gonna fling our left leg back. Then you can tuck your back toe to help yourself in. If you need to put something under here, then you do that. You find your shape, and then we're gonna try and fold forward. Just relaxing. Maybe putting a fist underneath your forehead. And here again, just try to breathe deeply. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Trying to let go. Trying to let go of any engagement that your muscle might have. And just releasing down. Inhale. Coming all the way back. Maybe switching a bit from side to side. Then we're going to turn. Oh, we're actually going to stay here and do the other leg. So bending our left leg, extending the right back. Tuck your back toe to make sure that your knee is straight and aligned. Then you can untuck it. Place anything underneath your glutes if you need to. And then come forward. Okay, inhale to come all the way up. And release, helping your leg forward. We're going to lay all the way down and then we're going to do open wing. So opening up for our chest. So come down, maybe to the edge, extending your right arm out, then bending your left knee and rolling over. Now you see how far you want to roll and where your body stops you. We want to have it be a stretch, but it doesn't have to hurt. It's not supposed to be painful, just maybe a little bit uncomfortable, but in a good way. No shooting pains, no electric pains, just a stretch. This is great for those hours in front of the computer, hunching the back. Hopefully you're not doing it, but it's very easy that we move in that direction. Hunching over the phone. This is really a counter. Opening up our chest, opening up our shoulder. Getting that nice, long, straight back. Okay, so we're going to roll slowly back to neutral, and then we're going to move over to the other side of the mat, extending then the left arm, bending the right knee and tipping over, opening up. If you want to have an even more stretch, you can also release the other arm towards the arm that is grounded. Or use it to support yourself in the front. And slowly moving back, belly towards the mat. And then we're going to move into a reclined position. So find your way here. We're going to help ourselves down. We're going to take the right leg and place the ankle underneath the knee, just on the thigh, and then we're going to slowly bring our left leg towards us, giving a nice opening. Maybe you even want to add a little bit of a hamstring, back of the leg stretch, taking a hold. Otherwise, this is already more than enough. Now release, coming down with your leg, with your left leg, unhooking the right foot, then hooking on the left foot, flexing the left foot to help protect your knee, and then interlacing behind the right thigh, bringing it in towards you. Also here, if you did do a little added stretch, see if you can do the same on both sides. And release your bind, come slowly down, placing both feet on the mat. We're gonna
release the left leg down. Then we're going to take a hold of the right foot with the left hand, and we're going to do one of my personal favorites, a little supine twist. So bringing the right leg over, opening the shoulder, opening the right arm, gazing over your right shoulder, giving your spine a nice twist. This is great for your spine, your shoulder, your digestion organs, digestion both mentally and physically, and some spine, some love to the spine that keeps us erect every day. See if you can ground that right shoulder. See if you want to move a little bit in between both. Maybe you want to cactus your open arm. Maybe you want to extend it diagonally. See where your body takes you. And then inhale, we're going to come back to center. Hug that leg in and then release it down. Bringing the left leg in, taking a hold with the right hand, and then guiding it over to the right side. And people feel differently about the shoulder here. If it should be grounded, can it float? I say you do what works for you. We generally say that we want to have it grounded, but if you feel that that you have a little need to raise it a little bit, you know, then you do that as well. And on an inhale, come all the way back. And we're going to move into the second to last before our Shavasana. So you can take a hold of your knees or help you up in any other way that you feel comfortable. If you have a bolster, then I recommend taking a bolster. Otherwise, you can also use blocks. We're going to place it from the middle part. Okay, a little up of the middle part. And then we're going to release down in a reclined butterfly. Here as well, you can keep your hands by your side. Sometimes I like to keep them in a cactus just to make the opening both happening in the shoulders as well as the hips. See what you feel is most comfortable for you today. Okay. Now you can stay here if you want to. Otherwise, we're going to move down into a fully reclined Shavasana. So rolling the bolster aside and coming all the way down. Releasing your hands down by your sides. Letting your fingers be naturally curled. Adjusting anything that feels uncomfortable immediately so that you can settle into the space. Now I want you to bring your attention to your lower body. Is there anywhere that you feel pain or any tension? Try to send and breathe into this area. And just observe, not judging any part of your body for being different than the other. Maybe the sides are different. Maybe you feel ache in one side, but the other feels fine. That's okay. We just want to observe how our body feels. Then bringing your attention to your upper body, your shoulders, your elbows, your hands, and your belly. Your upper back, just bringing your attention here, relaxing your whole upper body, observing anything that might occur. And then to your head, relaxing behind your ears, relaxing your jaw, and your third eye in between your eyebrows. Letting everything fall and sink down. Be grateful for having showed up, having shown love to your body that carries you through the day. You have taken the time to check it. Now, if you want, you can raise your arms above head and give yourself a nice long morning stretch, as we like to call it, just pulling up and down at the same time, and then rolling over to one side, whichever speaks to you, and then helping yourself slowly up to a seated position. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I hope you liked it, and I hope that you got a nice stretch and opening, your shoulders, your hips. And let me know how you did, and let me know if you liked it, or if there's something other that you would like to focus on as well, then we would be happy to provide that as well. Just let us know in the comments. And yeah, that's it. Have a great day. See you in the next.